And we're back in the office. I am the coffee brewing assistant Pix Doctor.
I am the tea-sipping Fexic.
I am very much out of a deadlock.
And I am the bounty hunter Haruka.
Wait, one of these things is not like the other.
Well, yeah, because I'm about to start covering Metroid Timeline.
Oh boy.
We knew
So
this
the Metroid Timeline starts with Metroid or Metroid Zero Mission, which are Zero Mission is just
the
a
same
remake.
game. One's a remake, essentially, with with bonus content.
Yeah, the Zero Mission is the better version.
Well, yeah.
It's the updated version.
Also, I played the original Metroid. God, was it awful.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
I'll
to be
eventually
fair,
do it
not
myself.
every updated version is good.
It depends on how far back the old version goes.
NES.
There's a limit.
It was
Well, I know
86 in 2004, and they actually utilized like the stuff for it. But either way, so it goes Metroid/Metroid Zero Mission, then it does the entire Prime series.
Uh-huh.
Then Metroid,
then Metroid 2, or Metroid Samus Returns. Metroid 3, or Super Metroid. Metroid Other M, Metroid Fusion, and then Metroid Dread.
So yeah,
Metroid
what should have
Dread, pretty much.
predated all these other games was smacked onto the near end.
The thing is, it needs to be before Fusion, but at the same time, I can see why they didn't put it before any of the other stuff.
And I've only played the Prime trilogy, so...
And I've only played Fusion.
Fusion's good. I would recommend.
I like Fusion.
Also Dread. Dread is a brutal game, but dear God, is it good.
Again, I'll play it when
The
I...
one Metroid
get
game
my hands on
I
it.
hate is Metroid Prime Hunters, because man, that control scheme sucks.
Is that the
I
Federation
think my
Force?
brother has that somewhere. I need to try it at some point.
It's on the DS.
I would say it's on the DS, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking Federation Force, but Federation Force actually looked kind of fun.
Federation Force is actually competent. It's
Yeah,
fun.
the
It's just released
Federation
at a bad
Forces has the
time.
awkward timing release where we literally got the master disaster that was Other M. And this is what the follow-up was.
Yeah, then 6 years later, we get Federation Forces, and then,
Yeah, like, that
another
stinks.
5, we get Dread.
Well, between Dread and that, we had the Metroid Prime.
We didn't have
remake.
anything.
No,
We didn't have it.
We had the Metroid Prime.
Yeah, there was
remake.
a 2 remake.
Okay, we have the Metroid 2 remake, yeah, but
So I'm just saying it's not
Which was
nothing.
something nice.
If you're looking for a completely new title, then sure, there's nothing. But if you're going for just a title in the series in general, there was the remakes.
And
which
that
people
was
did
met with
like.
its own controversy because it was already a quite popular Metroid 2 remake going around that they essentially nuked.
Yeah, but people liked
Yeah.
the remake in the end.
I mean, they're both competent, they just went different directions. It just stings that Nintendo still had to go out of its way to nuke it.
Nintendo does that with everything. If you start doing anything with Nintendo content, you take the risks at this point. You're fully aware they're gonna try to come at you.
It's still draconian.
well,
It
the
is.
problem is that it's centered upon Japanese law. Japanese law, there is no such thing as fair use.
Yeah.
Right.
So, again,
So they
if you
have
touch
to actively defend their product,
chapter level-
or you lose it.
Yeah. So
At some point, though, I say they go too far.
well, then go talk to Japanese law and tell me how that goes.
Oh, and while you're at it, be sure to tell them how perfect our legal system is.
Mm. I'll give
I
you that
will.
one.
Where it takes almost 4 fucking years for rich people to get a actual trial date.
And then they've been paid off. Hold on, we got a few things we can do.
And then nothing will happen of it because it's a dog and pony show.
Also true. That's what I'm saying. They paid off, if anything.
Well, not always a dog and pony show. Like I said, nothing warms my heart more than criminals getting their comeuppance. Who all do you even still have in the island?
I think just some random things at this point, plus the guys I haven't added to my team yet.
Yeah, and text tone of voice, guys. This is the reason I want a Metroid anime.
Really, just this?
Look, man, I don't care who you are. Cloaks on power armors is awesome.
Fair enough, but I just wanted to actually see some Ridley characterization again because, dear God, the one manga we got gave so much to Ridley.
You know, I'm frankly just happy you put her in her power suit.
What? Like, why wouldn't I?
Because it's you and Zero Suit exists.
Yes, Zero Suit exists. I am not just booby. Say. I do have taste, thank you very much.
I'm just offended that you.
And Samus is a badass.
She is. She absolutely is.
So
I know.
Like a badass.
Speaking of which, Metroid Dread characterizes her so well.
God, I fucking love it. And we got Samus to speak.
Well, more like yell.
No, she talks. Remember, she talks to God, brain.
I might have to replay it again because I do not recall her doing that. It's mostly non-verbal from her. You can just feel the weight of her actions and everything she does while still being silent.
It was when she first meets. Where the? Brain's annoying me.
Beak.
Quiet Rope.
Oh. I remember him talking to you a lot. I just don't remember.
Yeah, she actually responds to him.
I do not
In
recall.
Chozo, no less.
I do not recall that part. I'll have to replay it again at some point. It is still a game worth playing.
Oh, definitely. You should try out the randomizer sometimes. Sometimes it's something.
For Dread?
Yeah, there's a randomizer for Dread.
Oh,
That reminds me,
God.
I was talking to Sam the other day, and I knew about this before, but I didn't know how it worked, and Sam talked about it. There's this thing you can do where two people play a game. I think it's a set game, and then you can help each other get items in the other game. So like one could be playing like Link's Awakening, the other could be playing the Super Metroid.
Yeah, I remember watching 3 people doing it for Mario 64.
Yeah, so I was thinking something like that could be interesting. If I'll check it out more. We still got to figure out the 64 thing for Deluxe. I don't know why he's having the issue.
Yeah, it is. I do not understand why it is being a glitchy, graphically abomination.
Chris, did you download that, by the way? That thing I sent you?
I got distracted with the project.
That's fine. Just at some point try it out, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you don't have the same thing I do.
If he doesn't, then that's good. Because then we just got
That is always good. I do not want anyone having this problem. I still don't understand what's happening.
I don't know. We did try uninstalling and reinstalling, right? We did try that?
Yes.
Okay.
I've tried that several times. Did not work. Also, yeah, just the plot is going on in the background.
There's a
You
lot
guys
going
pay
on.
attention to that too.
Shit's bad.
Yeah, so
They brought out the orchestra and, the choir.
it seems a little dramatic for this conversation, but maybe not dramatic, but it's a little loud for this conversation.
Throwing off topic again, are any of you big soda drinkers?
Not
I used to be.
Not anymore.
They switched over to iced tea.
They have a thing now, like, maybe I haven't just noticed it on the shelf before, but it's a type of Coca-Cola called Spiced.
I've
And-
not seen that.
Yeah, it's raspberry spice Coke.
I almost wonder if it has anything to do with that new rapper that hit the scene called Ice Spice, but it probably doesn't.
Probably, I hope not.
I don't know. She's probably an industry plant, but
It's been around since 2020.
well then,
Oh, okay.
she appeared more like last year. So
Well, then
And you know who you're talking about.
Then I am just now getting exposed to this stuff. Offhand, I don't know if I would actively seek it out again, but it's also not bad.
what I was
Not
gonna-
terrible,
You will not go, you will not buy it, but you will not say no to be given one.
Right. If I am offered one free of charge, I will not say no.
In Florida, they have those special soda machines where you can mix the soda with like certain flavorings.
Mm-hmm.
And I would always get Coke with orange because I just really like it. It tastes really good.
Okay. Hey, yeah. Like right on.
I like orange soda too, so like it's just good.
I was always a big fan of cream soda. Like I like my stuff ridiculously sweet.
I don't like cream sodas.
Yeah, because my favorite type of Coke for a long time was the vanilla variant, and there was a time where, like MJ, I shit you not, between like 2008 and 2010, you could not find a case of vanilla Coke like near the town where Zach and I grew up. So I ultimately found one. It was like in a discount, like 12-pack pile in an Acme, like on some trip that we were taking with our church at the time. Like me and a friend of mine saw it. So we bought that. We saved it. Like we stuck it under my bed and just left it there for months. And the night before I left for the Navy, like the two of us just killed the entire thing.
Good old-fashioned cola.
Mm-hmm. Dude, good old-fashioned being young enough to do like half a 12 case and not fucking die.
God, even a whole bottle now is just not good for my stomach. That's a lot of
Yeah.
So MJ, you're gonna get a kick out of this.
Oh, so Kane here is Omnimon, that's split into Gabumon and Omnimon.
Right, because he couldn't maintain the form.
Again, I still think this song's a little too dramatic for this conversation.
Well, I think it's the theme of the Royal Knights. I think.
I'm assuming we're going to meet more of them.
Well, Omnimon's right here, and
Well, yes,
you
I
think
obviously.
you
That's
saw
what
a
I think.
glimpse of one.
When I say more, that does not mean the one that's right in my face.
Well, you may have seen two,
Oh,
is what I'm saying.
I don't think so.
Deadlock, let him cook.
I almost suspect that Kisebe, whatever her name is,
Mm-hmm.
I almost expect her to have a Lilithmon on her team when I have to deal with her. It stands to reason. I feel like that's not I feel like that's not a wild guess. Am I wrong? It fits her character.
Yeah, I can see it.
I could see it too.
I'm saying she presents herself as sexy and she's evil. Lilithmon is supposed to be lust, looking sexy, and is evil because she's a sin, so makes sense. I always forget that Nokia has like the side part thing on her outfit.
Yeah.
It throws
It's
me off
weird.
every time. Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
a lot
well-
of skin to be showing.
Yeah, she's basically wearing lingerie and then a pink jacket.
There's a YouTuber I watch named RT Games, an Irish YouTuber. Seemingly nice guy. He wore a jacket the other day. It was like a red jacket with a lot of zippers and stuff, and someone quote tweeted on it saying that everyone should, we should normalize dressing like JRPG characters.
Yes.
I'd be fine with that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it would add a little more variety to the fashion scene.
That's
Fair enough, but at the same time, I would not be a fan of having too many of them.
Well, it depends on if you
Thing
can.
as over-designed.
It depends on if the person wearing the outfit can pull off the character archetype that they're trying for.
But that's fair, because, like, again, clothing is just a form of expression. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
You gotta have the confidence for what you're wearing.
Mhm.
That's what really sells it.
Yeah, because I have been to quite a number of anime conventions, and there are people who do not bring the confidence to what they're wearing.
Side note, though, I did look it up, and Nokia is at least 17.
That's still not legal.
That's legal in Japan. I think they're legal. Their age is
Actually, in
16.
the United States, it's actually legal in most parts of it.
I know.
It varies from 16 to 18.
Yeah, like it's got that little asterisk for like with parental consent, but like why?
No, 17-year-olds, at least here in Florida and a couple other states, you can, if you're 17, you can engage with someone who's at least, I think, or you can engage with someone who's no more than, I think, 24?
I'd say within New Jersey, it's you can be 16, but the person older that you're doing with it has to be within 4 years of age of you. At least that's how it was when I was going through high school. So,
Which makes sense.
yeah, that's why I knew about it, because I was going through high school. I was like, what's the legal age of this?
Yeah, I didn't have to worry about that until I was in the military. And at that point,
yeah.
like,
It's
and at
someone
that
under
point,
the age of 24.
everybody in the military has to be 18. So
Yeah, true. Again, I still think it's weird. 18 to join military, 21 to drink. That's kind of unfair.
yeah, I know. Like, I think it's stupid too. And I say that as someone who doesn't drink.
Honestly, I say that. The way I see it is raise the military.
Not responsible
joining
enough
age.
to hold a drink, but you are responsible enough to hold a firearm.
Okay, look, I'm gonna be honest. Most people who go into the military are definitely not responsible enough to hold a firearm, and it shows
but
with some of
that's
the
kind of-
safety briefings.
I mean, you're not wrong either, but at the same time, it still seems weird.
Well, consider this, Deadlock. A lot of those young pups that are going into the military, and yes, I realize how old I sound saying that. These are the guys that you let oversee like the systems for the big stuff,
What the fuck?
like the big weapons that could potentially lead to international incidents or wars.
Also, man,
I found some ants. I was trying to kill them, and now I found a big old spider. What the hell?
is that fire one?
Dude, the spider's trying to help you.
Well, he's on my stuff,
Okay.
so he's gonna have to go. Also, I think it's Black Widow. I ain't fucking with that.
Is that
Can
fire
a spider
one?
even deal with ants?
Yeah.
Spiders don't eat anything.
Yeah, like
It's
spiders.
not that
will-
they can't eat them, it's like, can they deal with them effectively?
I mean, yeah.
Also,
That,
that web.
that remains to be seen, but I don't even know where the ants went, and that's concerning.
Yes, but
Yes.
because webs are better against flying things.
Alright, I'll be with you later. You can just hang out
Oh,
there. If I
you
see
may be
again, though-
interested to know that like, there are actually spiders that spend most of their time on the ground actively hunting other things.
It's true, some will make trapdoors.
Yeah, I believe the wolf spider is one such species. They spend most of their time on the ground hunting.
That's true.
I actually made
Yes,
an,
but I doubt these are the kind of spiders that are in your house.
No, not
Well,
usually.
no, because they burrow.
Yeah, so you usually won't
Burrowing
find
through your
house.
floor, you have
No, I mean
problems.
these hunting kind of spiders, not necessarily the trapdoor.
Yeah, no, they still burrow. They burrow.
Interestingly, wolf spiders also have a very high tolerance for humans. Like if you're one of those people who, for whatever reason, just has an interest in spiders or arthropods, if you find one, you can actually pick it up and handle it, and it will take a lot to get that spider pissed off to the point where it tries to bite you.
Most spiders are pretty tame. That being said, if you don't know what it is, don't touch it.
Oh yeah, like absolutely. Like if you just see a spider lying around or walking around and you can't identify it, don't go picking it up. You're lucky you'll end up with a brown recluse clamped around your finger.
Oh god. That's a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Do I even want to know?
The spider bites
Extremely
are very,
venomous.
yeah,
Okay,
very,
yeah.
very bad. I believe they cause necrosis.
Yeah. Well, in certain cases, like if you have other pre-existing conditions or if you have an allergic reaction to the bite, it can be a lot worse. Otherwise, it's just gonna hurt like a motherfucker for a few days.
Yeah, just avoid random spiders. That being said, I'll deal with this guy later.
Well, thankfully, brown recluse is easy enough to identify if you know what you're looking for.
It's good to know. It's good to know because they're very common around Jersey.
Yeah, dude, I live in Texas. Like, not only are they common here, they're a little bit bigger.
It's good to know the wildlife around you.
Yeah, particularly spiders and snakes.
Especially snakes.
Which, incidentally, another animal that is far more likely to run away from a human than engage it.
Yeah,
Well,
more-
yeah, if you're this tiny little thing and this giant hulking thing comes up on you, you don't want to deal with that. You'd rather just get away from it.
yes,
Yeah, like the
snakes-
only
Especially if it's
small,
like me and wielding a flamethrower.
the only small animal I've ever seen, like arthropod wise, that has been just a straight up dick is when AJ and I were living in Hawaii. I don't know how the fuck it got in, but there was a centipede in our kitchen.
Ugh.
Yeah, and it while AJ was trying to like jump and get away from it, it actively like sprinted after her and like wrapped around her toe and bit her.
Ow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
that's-
is an asshole right there.
Yeah, and that's another one where like it swelled up and it was in pain for like a week, and I didn't want to get anywhere near the thing, so I ended up having to take like just this piece of wood that I had in the living room and just drop it on the thing on the kitchen floor to kill it.
Yeah.
Because like the ones in Hawaii, I think one of their universities down there, they actually have like an incentive program. Like if you go out into the jungle and you bring one back that's like a certain length, they'll pay you to give it to them so they can study it. And I think when I was there, the biggest one they found was like right up around 10 inches long.
Millipedes are one thing. Centipedes, I don't want to get anywhere near that.
Yeah, like millipedes, as far as I'm aware, don't really fuck with humans that much, but centipedes are just assholes.
I think that some millipedes have like a toxin, but that's only if you like try to eat them.
Oh, well, I'm not fucking.
Well, luckily, I'm not. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that.
Well, I was gonna say you could.
Oh,
Still,
don't worry, there's
you could,
everyone's favorite asshole of the insect kingdom, wasps.
Everyone.
Oh, fuck those things.
Wasps.
Look, I'm
hornets,
just saying. Flamethrower.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah, I really can't afford a flamethrower on my freaking windows.
Interesting trivia about mosquitoes: only the females drink blood.
Yes.
Yep.
I feel like they used to be a fun fact, but I feel like a lot of people know that now. I feel like that's common knowledge nowadays.
I learned it from
The
Animal
middle ones
Crossing.
are the big ones, right?
I also learned Animal Crossing.
No, okay, no.
Wait, what did you just say?
I know
What did you
talking
just say
that
about where you learned that from?
Learned
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? What do you
I
think
heard
you said?
anime and my brain went to One Punch Man.
Oh, no. But no, Deadlock, what you're thinking of, that's called a mosquito hawk. That's actually a separate species altogether that eats mosquitoes.
Oh, you know what? Fine, they're good. They're good in my books then.
Yep. Let them live.
That's why I like dragonflies. They eat mosquitoes.
Yes, they do. Religiously.
Plus, they
Yeah,
just
that's
look
why,
good.
like,
All more reason
like
to love
if I, and that's why if I see a spider in my house, I'll try to relocate it. If I see a spider in my yard, I'm leaving that bitch there.
Yeah, no, this guy is gonna have to go. He's not staying in here because I can't live with the mental capacity of him being in my room somewhere.
Mhm.
I can.
Not if he was in the house, that's one thing. But he's in my room. And my room.
Oh, because you do know that
Yes,
thing.
I had plenty of them in my room.
Because you know that thing about humans swallowing X amount of spiders a year is bullshit, right?
Yeah,
Of course
that's
it's
not-
bullshit. Why would a spider want to go in there in the first place?
that being
Exactly.
said, That's not exactly what I'm worried about. I'm worried about it deciding to be a little adventurous and just crawling on me in general. And something crawling on you unexpectedly is not fun.
Fair point, but again, a spider is kind of like in the same line of thought of what Deadlock was just saying. It's gonna think twice before it actively approaches something that it knows is much bigger and stronger than it.
Thankfully, we have a conscience.
Yep.
For
Yeah,
them.
they may be small, they may not have the biggest brains, but they're not stupid.
Well, they've got
I would say it's
They have
instincts, it's not
anyway.
thought.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
necessarily think.
yeah, it's big thing equals death, better to avoid. There are also some species of spiders that actually have no muscles in their legs, and they move them using hydraulic pressure.
It's true. It's very interesting.
Yeah, animals are cool.
Now, I'm going to change the subject because I'm deathly afraid of spiders. Man, have you guys heard about that solar farm that was built on water that got completely wrecked by a storm?
No, but I heard about the silk farm. It has a bunch of spiders.
Nope. Yeah, fuck off.
That being
Or
said,
it could be worse, you could be hearing about the wasps that are living in my windows.
again,
Look, just set fire to them.
you have more wasps.
Yes, let me set fire to my windows. That's a fantastic idea.
Look, if you get a hose and you just kind of water it a little bit, it's going to be really hard for it to catch fire. and the
Here's the
wasps
thing.
die, you win.
But here's the thing. They just move in next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had wasps last year, didn't you?
They just pick a window and then all of a sudden they just like move into the sidings of it, like between where like the window actually is and the railing that keeps it in place.
If you can, just pouring gasoline on them will also work.
Yeah.
There was a guy.
Not to light them on fire. No.
Like,
That wasn't actually lighting them on fire. I'm talking about just the gasoline. The fumes itself will kill them.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't watch many. I don't see many things on TikTok, but there was one that caught my interest where it was some dude. I have to assume he was from Florida because this is something only a Florida man would do. Is he walks out onto his front porch and there's a very conspicuous wasp nest behind him, and he records himself reaching up with his bare hand,
and just
grabbing
crushing
it. Yeah, grabbing it off the wall, crushing it in his hand, and then eating it while the wasps are crawling out.
Okay, not that one, but I've seen people do the barehanded crush thing.
Yeah, no, this guy, like, picks it up, crushes it, and then eats the pieces, and wasps are, like, crawling and flying out of his hand and mouth and stinging the fuck out of him, and he does not care.
Yeah, that's gotta be a Florida man. That can't be anyone else.
Thank you.
I don't know for sure, but I can't.
Could be Australian.
I don't think I don't know if they have wasps. Or at least not those kinds.
They definitely have wasps.
Where?
Australia.
I don't know if they have
Oh,
wasps.
yeah. Yeah, they have wasps and, like, everything with an Australian area code, as far as the animal kingdom goes, exists for the sole purpose of putting humans on a t-shirt.
Even the kangaroos are assholes.
Dude, even the little kangaroos, like the wallabies, apparently, like, wallabies are responsible for destroying a lot of, like, vehicles.
What pricks?
Yeah, because apparently they have a low center of gravity and a lot of muscle mass in their posterior region, and it has indented many a front bumper.
It's gotta suck to live in Australia sometimes.
I mean, the
At least you
majority
don't
of
have a
it.
Japanese wasp.
Well, the majority of it people don't actually live in. Like, they stay to the coastal areas because the outback will fucking kill you.
True.
Like, I think outside of the, like, research and ranger stations, like, in the actual outback, I think, like, 80 or 90% of the population of Australia lives on the coast.
I believe it.
I say 80 or 90, merely just to say a prevailing majority.
Shit.
God damn it.
All that
How did
just
you
a miss.
miss?
That was kind of sad. Honestly, his first
Little bit.
attack and he misses.
He tried.
He did. All that effort I put into making this dude, and he missed.
I didn't even know special attacks could miss.
Yeah,
Some
they
of
can.
them-
They still have
They
accuracy.
still have accuracy.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. Divine Atonement. No, it's accuracy.
okay. Interesting. Well, I guess you got the lucky 10% this time.
Yeah, apparently.
Obviously, you should start going betting on reds now.
I am going to the casino this weekend for Father's Day with my mom and grandmother.
Nice.
But I've learned from last time, only bringing a set amount of money.
Yep. Bring a set amount of money. When you've
Bring,
exhausted that money,
Two,
do
maybe
not
300.
Yeah, bring 200 or 300. When you've exhausted it, do not get more. And for fuck's sake, know to quit when you're ahead.
I'll quit when my student loans are paid off.
No.
That's a horrible idea.
The house always
Zach, now
wins,
it-
man.
That's a horrible idea as Zach comes home with $100,000.
Look, man, if you come home with $100,000, I want some.
You ain't getting shit. That's paying off my loans.
No, because
Okay.
you see, that's going to be paying, the group here because we work so hard on your videos.
Okay, now hold on. I actually heard an interesting point on the radio this past week, and I would love to get your guys' input on it. So the question was, if you loan somebody $10 and that person uses that $10 to buy a winning lottery ticket, what percentage of the jackpot are you, the loaner of the original $10, entitled to?
It depends how much.
The $10 plus interest.
okay, so let's say the like the one in the Houston area is just over $1 billion. How much are you entitled to as the person who originally contributed the Hamilton?
Did they tell
$10
you
plus
their-
interest.
I said, what's interest for you?
That's part of what's being loved, is it not? That's part of the terms.
Right, but like are you doing like 10%? Are you doing 50? Like,
I don't know. I don't know what I'm charging for a loan. I'm just saying, like, if that is the situation, that is the terms.
Okay, so
I just take 2%.
Delic has half an answer.
I'd want at least 2%.
I generally don't
winnings.
charge loans in the first place.
See, because I view it this way, especially if it's $1 billion. If I'm charged or if I'm giving you $10, 10%. Because you figure 10% of $1 billion is $100 million. Like, I would never have to work again with that.
I mean, with 2%, you're probably good for still a while.
I would just ask for kindness.
Fuck the farthest off.
You know what? I'm gonna spite Delic. Tell him to give me 100%. It was my money.
Like, I would, assuming the friend was generous, I would want no more than 50%, because after that, I feel like okay,
You're
I
being
may
an
have,
asshole.
right, like I may have contributed the original $10, but at the same
I'm
time,
not the one who won it.
yeah, like if the friend wanted to go halvesies with me on it, I would not tell them no. But I don't think I would be mentally okay with accepting more than that.
It depends. It also depends. Are they telling you they're going to buy a lottery ticket when you give them the money, or are they not? I feel like that also varies.
See that? Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
for a good
that's also
qualifier.
an important aspect of the question.
If they do say that, I'll say, obviously, I'll give you the money for the card, and we'll split it or whatever.
Yeah, and see, MJ's thinking the same way I would. Is if I know that's what you're buying it on, I will set that prerequisite of I will loan you this money, but we split if you win.
And I will make that contract on napkin if I have to.
Yeah, at that point, that's.
But if they,
Yeah, I think 10%'s fair.
and what if they don't tell you? Because in my mind, if they don't tell you, they owe you more because you thought maybe you were giving it
If they
for
don't,
gas or
if
something.
they're telling me they are going to buy a lottery ticket and then tell me nothing about how it goes down, or even lie to me about it, then we have a serious issue.
Well, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you to say if they borrow the money and don't tell you what they're spending it on.
See, I'd like to judge, but I'm one of those people. If I hit the lottery, I'm not telling anybody about it.
Oh yeah, no, you shouldn't.
I mean,
Like
if you're taking my money, I would like to know what you're spending it on.
Yeah, like I will know, AJ will know, and that will be it.
I mean, we'll know.
We'll know
because
because Chris will come home with an Elgato and he'll be able to be like, "Hey guys, I can record now."
No, he'll come home. One day we'll just get a picture of, hey guys, check out my new forge. It'll be like some professionally constructed forge.
It'll just be overlooking the sea.
That's weird, guys. He's still working on that comp budget.
Mhm.
Or no, he'll have a PC.
Hey guys, just put Killian in private school. Huh? How do you do that?
Why would I want to torture him that way?
I'm just making a point.
I mean, it's not like public school's much better.
At least you don't have to pay for it.
Well, the
Not directly.
thinking now is we're more than likely going to homeschool them. But no, like those private school kids, especially the legacy ones, fuck those kids.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
they've
honest, though,
grown up quite spoiled.
I'm not sure if I think homeschooling is the best on the ground. Not on the grounds of I don't think you're competent enough to teach your child. It's more on the grounds of social interaction is very important for early childhood.
That is an outdated argument. They found ways around that like a decade ago.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think about
There are ways to address it, though.
Yeah, there are community resources and extracurriculars you can do that more than compensate the lack of social interaction in a home-based schooling environment. Plus, Texas has financial incentives for home and private school students.
All right. Well, if your kid becomes awkward, just me and FJR are gonna say we told you so.
Or if he's an asshole.
That's fine. I'm keeping a long list of things for me to tell you both that I told you so on. So, turnabout's fair play.
Yep. That being said, we want him to turn out good. Obviously.
Naturally.
Why would you ever want to wish malice on that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes,
I
that
wish-
is a fucking child.
All right, we'll leave it on that note. We'll see you guys next time.
But
Later.
Later.